Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, let's talk about, is it the newest outrage? Oh my god, you guys know me. I'm like super reactive, very emotional person, really. Outrage is my jam. They call me the Raid Shadow Legends tabloid, let's be honest, because that peak content. No, but we're going to talk about this today. We are going to discuss it in my more Spock-like way, I suppose. Raid Shadow Legends selling champions directly in the store. You can just buy a champion straight out. This is something that they've started doing. We're going to reference a couple of other content creators in today's video. I'm pretty sure he's the first I saw. MTG Jedi is the first I saw reporting on this coming back in. He actually reported on this almost a month ago. So he was like, bam, on the money. I almost did a video on it back then. I got distracted and forgot about it until Cold Brew did a video yesterday, and we're going to be touching on that. But MTG Jedi, he is going to be showing us here two of the packs that they're doing. So here we have a Horden for 23 Australian dollars. I believe the price in euro, and I presume in normal dollars in United States of America dollars, it's $15. So there you go. It's one of those annoying things about Raid, right? Is that the prices in euro and in dollars are the same, but obviously US dollars are worth less than euro is. So yeah, I know for me living in Europe, it's much better value if I ever want to buy something, which I almost never ever do, is go on and to Plarium Play and set it to dollars and pay with the dollars I got in my PayPal account. Is much better value than paying in euro on the phone or whatever. Anyway, tangents aside, 23 Australian dollars for an epic, or where does he show it? 15 Australian dollars for a rare. So I think in terms of euro, in terms of US dollars, I think it's 15 for the epic and probably about 10 for the rare. It's something along those lines. Now, when I started playing the game, I heard that they had used to do this. They did this way before, way in the past. They were selling champions directly, and I was not playing at the time. But I remember hearing that people hated it, that people were up in arms. There were riots on the streets. London was burning. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. And I kind of, I was kind of a bit confused as to why. Well, Cold Brew Gaming in his video shows why. This is what they used to sell, guys. This was the old pack they were selling, whatever it was, like 2.5, 3 years ago. They were selling Horden, Epic Champion, with a bunch of 4-star Epic gear. They didn't even throw in a necklace, by the way. They just gave you the ring. 200,000 silver for $50 US, which it just blows my mind. You know, this is like Oblivion horse armor level. In fact, this is worse than Oblivion horse armor DLC, because at least that was cheaper and looked kind of cool. This is just so bad. It's sort of incomprehensible how bad this is. So when I saw this in Cold Brew's video, I said, okay, now I understand why people hated them selling champions directly in the past. But things have changed, and this is the new pack. Where is it? The new pack, again, you can see Cold Brew has it here for €15. What do we think of the new pack? So compared to $50, it's now 15, and you get Horden, you get enough chickens, 4-star chickens to get them up to 5-star, enough brews, I think, to level them up to 40 and then rank him up to 5-star, enough silver and pots, I think, to ascend him up to, I'm not sure, 4 or 5-star ascension. So basically, you buy the pack for €15, you get effectively you get 5-star Horden, ascended, not booked, but a 5-star Horden, level 1, 5-star, fully ascended, bam, cool. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I actually think this pack is pretty decent. I actually think this is kind of cool. I'm not super mad about this. There's a couple of things I definitely don't like, and I will definitely mention those. There's a couple of big problems with this, but as a general concept, I actually think it's pretty okay. If we talk about Horden, first of all, the thing to understand about Horden, is he good? Horden is a champion that is actually pretty good early game, but definitely falls off very hard. Mid game, Yeah, even as early as the mid game, Horden is going to really, really fall off. If we look at his kit, what does he do? He has an A1 that gives him an extra turn if the target's killed. His A2 can place decrease attack and heal him. Then his A3 gives him increase attack, increase crit rate, increase speed, and an extra turn. And then he has a 20% speed in Faction Crypt's aura. We look at his base stats. He actually has really good HP. He's got solid attack. He's got really bad defense, fairly slow, good crit damage. Like, he's a decent champion. Single target nuker, but with the ability to get extra turns. Now, my thoughts on Horden, I think when you start out the game, and this is why I kind of like this pack idea, when you start out the game, I actually think, number one, Horden could be a great champion, and he's also really fun. He's a fun addition. If we consider that we've got Deliana as the free login legendary right now, your starter champion, they all excel at AoE damage, I think bringing in someone that does really good single target damage is actually pretty cool. He also self-buffs, which is going to make him really powerful, you know, in that early game. So I think with Horden, you're going to get something you don't have. A really good single target damage dealer that has fun extra turn mechanics. He's going to be self-buffing. He's going to be badass. And then he's going to be, really, obviously extremely good in faction wars as well. He's going to make your banner lords much easier. Actually, fun fact about Horden, I think Horden was initially intended to be one of the starter champions. I think they switched Gaelic in instead, who's actually who I chose. But yeah, so there you go, Horden. Also, nice thing, that decreased attack with the heal, that's going to make him kind of useful for that clan boss in that very early game. So, I think he's fun. And this is, to me, what matters. And people, you guys might have different opinions on this. Because I know for some people, it's like, if you get a champion or you want to build a champion, you only want something that you're going to use the whole way through, right? You only want something that you're going to use late game. Like if I say to you that Horden is ultimately going to be replaced, you know, he's going to switch out of most of your teams in the mid game, and then he's even going to switch out of your faction war teams. Ultimately, you're going to get better champions. You might say, okay, for me, that makes it a no-go. There's no way I'm going to get him. I don't see it that way, though. For me, you know, if you get good use out of the champion, I think you get good use out of the champion, and they've made it worthwhile. And yeah, this is obviously subjective now. My subjective opinion, I think, you know, now €15 for me is maybe a bit expensive, to be honest. If this was a tenner, if I could pay €10 when I start out the game and get Horden and have fun with a great single target damage dealer, kind of different, feels badass, and have a good time with it, I'd actually be happy enough paying €10 for that. I think that would be pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. I know what I'm buying. It's very clear what I'm going to get. I know exactly how much it's worth, and that to me actually feels pretty good. Like I said, 15, bit expensive even still, but not entirely unreasonable. Expensive, but not crazy. €10 would be better, but 15, I actually think for Plarium style prices, considering they tried to sell a worse pack than this for 50 before, 15, not horrendous. Now, there is a couple of issues with this. Number one, look at this over here. You see this? 57 minutes. 56 minutes. Okay? 25 minutes. This is the biggest problem. As far as I know, this pack shows up in your shop for 1 hour. And I really, really strongly dislike that. I think that is just absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. These packs obviously only show up for new players. This is for new accounts. New accounts, these packs shows up. And being there for just 1 hour, like quick, buy it before it's gone. It's only there for 1 hour. I really hate that. I don't like that at all. I can understand, you know, putting it in for a limited time, but I think 1 day would be my minimum. You know, give people a day to think about it, to actually have time to look it up and see if it's a good decision. I think you'd sell more that way as well, to be honest, because, you know, I know certainly for me, which isn't really probably that useful, because, you know, but I wouldn't buy something that's only up for an hour. I'd be like, okay, I want to actually think about it and research it, reflect on it, and then make a decision. Even put this up for like 3 days, 5 days, 1 week, and let people really consider whether they want to buy it or not. And I think that would be a much better way. This 1 hour thing, I think that's really predatory. That's really poorly done. Really, really poorly done. When we look at the rare, if I mention the rare briefly, and then I want to talk about, should they do this for other champions? So I want to see this more. For the rare, for 10, probably about €10, 10 US dollars, 15 Australian dollars, something like that, you'll get Mother Superior, the rare, get her guaranteed. You're going to get 4 5-star speed pieces, 2 5-star life pieces, rare quality, and a good chunk of silver, actually, I guess, to roll up that stuff Mother Superior is, she's just a rare. She's not great. She's one of the better rares, but she is ultimately just a rare, right? She's small decreased attack on her A1, low chance. She has a single target heal that can also put a shield for the surplus if the target's fully healed. Then she has a small continuous heal on all allies for 2 turns that can put a shield on an ally, a small shield if an ally's HP is full. Speed in all battles aura by 13%. I don't entirely mind the concept here of selling a rare champion for 10. If it was a really good rare champion, I'd be like, you know what? All right, cool. Like if you want to sell an apothecary or you want to sell a cold heart or something like that, then it's like, okay, you know what? I'm all right with that. I think Mother Superior is honestly too weak. She's not worth getting. I mean, especially when you've got Deliana now that heals stuff. That's just a straight up not worth the money that you're paying. She's just not strong enough to be fun. I think Horden is fun. Like you use Horden early game, you're going to have fun. It's going to be cool. You'll have a fun experience, you know, for the price of like a couple of pints in Ireland. It's okay. For that for Mother Superior though, no, I don't think so. So that I don't like, but I think, you know, 5, 7, 10 euro for a rare, I'm all right with it. Yeah, I think it'd be okay, but they'd have to be a good rare. I think selling these bad rares, that's just not that interesting. You know, you want a champion that is fun to use, that makes a difference, and that's why you would actually buy them directly. So, yeah, that's what I think about this. Now, should they do this more, right? They obviously test this out on new players. It's this one hour quick deal thing. Should they do this more? I actually don't think so. I like the idea, actually, that this is more so for new players. I think it's fine more so when it's for new players. Why? Well, because for longer term players, we already have something like this in the game, which is those guaranteed summon events. Typically, it's 150 blue shards, 150 ancient shards. You get a guaranteed legendary champion. Typically, it's 15 sacred shards, guaranteed legendary champion. And they've done several of these events. And I feel like that is actually better, where you certainly can pay for it, so you can buy those legendaries effectively if you want to, super expensive. Or the thing I like about it is that without paying anything, by being smart in the game and just saving up my shards, right? Just saving my shards and being very strategic, and when I pull them, I'm able to save up enough of these shards now. Like Void shards, I've got 55. I'm saving up for another guaranteed Void legendary. I'm going to be saving for half a year, but I can do that and I can get it for free. So people that want to spend tons of money can get it, but someone that doesn't want to spend any money can get it as well if you're patient and if you save up. And I think that's actually a really cool way of doing it as well. I think it's better than just selling it in the shop directly, where you know, someone that's not spending just can't get that. I think it's better to do it in-game when they already sell this stuff anyway, broadly speaking. Now, for a newer player, you know, someone that's been playing the game for a month, there'd be no way they could participate in a guaranteed event for a Horden. So I think it's okay to sell it at a reasonably low price. It's actually okay. That being said, now, interesting enough, the Forge Pass obviously is in here. People want to see the Battle Pass. We've got the new path. Let me find info on that. Hang on here. Let me zip this over. The new Path of the Stars event is coming, and I have really high hopes for that. I think there's great hopes. Let me say that. I think there's great hopes for this event. If I grab my video over here. Hi, everyone. Yep. It's me. But we've got this new event coming in. Right, this, if it wants to, the video wants to load. Here we go. This new Path of Light event, where you're going to be able to earn coins as you play the game, go down these unlock paths and unlock different rewards. I think this is a really cool potential event and something I would love to see. A couple of things I'd love to see. I would love to see them expand this event in the future, do more stuff like this. And I think they were saying in this preview video that you would be able to earn enough stuff to unlock everything in this. I'd actually like it, though, if they had multiple paths here and you could choose maybe 1.5 paths, right? 1.5 paths is maybe the most that you could do. Why would that be cool? Well, you could have maybe this left-hand path would have lots of chickens and maybe a new epic or something like that. You know, couple of rare champions, some epics, maybe a couple of the rare champions to help you with the Razin fusion, for example. I can't show you the Razin fusion, but something to help you with that, or something to help you with the Broadmaw fusion. Stuff that's really great for early game. Then the middle path could be, I don't know, like a bunch of like silver, maybe some artifact stuff like that, stuff more focused on upgrading gear. The right hand path could be like more energy and gems, stuff to just let you play the game more if you want to. So the idea would be that you could choose maybe 2 of the paths or 1.5 of the paths and go down them. So for a later game player, you might be like, okay, well, cool, I'm going to take a bunch of the silver and some of that free gear, maybe some of the energy stuff. I don't really care about the chickens or the champions. For someone that's new, it's like, oh, great. Let me focus on that new player-friendly path, getting chickens, getting new champions, and building up my account and being able to make more progress faster and feeling good about it. And as a free event, I think that would be a really cool thing to do. And then another thing which Cold Brew suggested, which I think is a great idea, be bringing back or adding in some more fusions, right? Relic Keeper, Broadmoor, and Razin are the only 3 permanent fusions in the game. Razin goes away when you fuse them, the other 2 stay. It'd be great if they brought in some more of those fusions. I think it'd be cool to do like a classic fusion event and even leave it up for a little while. Like you could bring back, let's say, Kreela. Bring back the Kreela fusion, excuse me, and have it up for like 3 months. Have it up for 3 months and then have events popping up over those 3 months that would give you the champions that you need to fuse her up. So it wouldn't be as hectic as you know, one of the active fusions. It's something that's more chill. You can take your time doing it, but it's there for everyone to participate in and to do over the 3 months. And you could get it. Bring back any of those older fusions, like the ones from 2-3 years ago. Kreela was before I started playing, by the way. So I picked her. When I first started playing, everyone, and I literally mean everyone in my clan, was using Kreela in their clan boss teams, and I was so jealous. But yeah, it's like bringing back champions like that. I still don't have her, by the way. Bringing back champions like that would be kind of cool. It'd be a cool way to add into this fusion system, or even adding in, like, you know, a fusion for Cold Heart. Put in a Cold Heart fusion, even if it's a once-off. Put in that Cold Heart fusion, and add some ways, like something in the challenges or the missions or something like that, where you can get the champions you need to fuse up that Cold Heart, or the resources you need for the Cold Heart. Stuff like that. Some extra free stuff added in there as well would be really nice too. But yeah, this is sort of what I think, guys. Let me know what you think. Yeah, this is sort of my opinion on this. I'm totally fine with this. I think it's pretty decent. I think Horden for €15, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's decent. It's okay. It'd be a stretch for me to buy it at 15, to be honest. If they were selling Horden for 10, then it gets more interesting and more exciting. And yeah, if I were like playing for a few weeks or so, and I'm someone that's, you know, spends, I don't know, €20 a month or something, and I saw this guy pop up for 10, I might go, okay, you know, I grabbed that. I'm going to have fun with Horden, and I'd be pretty happy with the €10 that I spent. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.